What's up, gamers? It's your boy Can't Parry for Shit in Metal Gear Rising here. Back with another brand new video, another day, another banger. Now, I think at this point, you and I are both getting sick of videos on Quantum. I've uploaded 5 of those in a row. And don't worry, I too am sick of those videos. So today, we're making a video about PlayStation fanboys. Yay! Today's video is about King Thrash having a fucking shit fit over Elden Ring and somehow making it about Xbox. Which honestly just proves to you that Xbox lives rent-free in these motherfuckers' heads, but hey, at least we get to make fun of them for it, which is honestly the thing I enjoy most about YouTube. That and reading comments from you guys. Honestly, you guys are the best. But anyway, the video we're looking at today comes from, well, King Thrash, and it's titled, Xbox is beating PlayStation. Elden Ring is underrated. Now, it's like a 5-hour stream from King Thrash, and honestly, if anyone thinks I'm going through the whole 5 hours, yeah, you're goddamn insane. However, I did manage to find the best part, which is basically just a long rant that King Thrash has about Xbox and, you know, Elden Ring. Which is honestly great for me because it lets me put Sony Fanboys and Elden Ring in the title, which basically means I'm gonna be eating well tonight, boys. Or, you know, when YouTube actually transfers me the money that I make from these videos. But anyway, absolutely nobody cares, so without further ado, let's just get straight into this video.
I was thinking, right? I was thinking about something. I was gonna make a video on it, but I'm like, fuck it.
Yo, King Thrash was actually thinking? Holy shit, I mean, he doesn't do that very often.
What's up with this? Have you noticed that Xbox is better than PlayStation?
Yes.
It is, just like Elden Ring is better than Horizon.
I mean, at this point, it kind of just sounds like you're stating facts here. I mean, I'm pretty sure most people would agree that Elden Ring is better than Horizon. Okay, also, if we go off of fanboy logic, Elden Ring has a higher Metacritic score, and as we all know, Metacritic is the end-all be-all of whether a game is good. Unless PlayStation fanboys are gonna decide to all of a sudden change the narrative, or because Metacritic doesn't say what they want it to say. You know, it's kinda like how they all loved Jim Ryan until games started getting ported to PC, then, you know, all of a sudden, Jim Ryan is such a meanie head.
Maybe we're just supposed to talk about games and not actually deliver them.
Yeah, we're supposed to just talk about games instead of deliver them. You know, unlike PlayStation fanboys, who absolutely play all the games ever, they definitely don't spend all day on Twitter talking about games instead of playing them.
And once they are delivered, they're supposed to be trash, but that's not the fun. The fun part isn't that it's trash. The fun part is pretending that the trash is better than the good shit.
You know, I really gotta wonder, how do these guys know that every Xbox game is trash? Like, have you guys actually played any of them? I mean, obviously not. Like, they probably haven't even played any of Sony's games, because, let's just face it, the only game they play is Twitter.
We've been gaming wrong, because you're playing video games, and you're supposed to be talking about them.
I mean, if you're supposed to talk about video games instead of play them, kinda sounds like you guys have got it right then. Unless we count Twitter as a game, because, let's just face it, all these PlayStation fanboys be playing Twitter like it's a full-time job. And they don't even get paid for it. I mean, shit, man. I'm making more from their stupidity than they are.
Taking the advice, I should say, of those who don't actually game.
Yourself? I mean, can somebody please pull up the clip of Alex going through King Thrash's PlayStation?
Xbox has been winning in sales for the past 5 weeks. Out of the last 14 years.
I mean, legitimately, who cares about console sales? Like, you guys do realize that whether or not the PlayStation sells more or less than Xbox doesn't affect you in any way, shape, or form. Unless you're like a shareholder in these companies, which I doubt that all of these fanboys have just secretly been shareholders in Sony this entire time.
A lot of these motherfuckers, the bigger voices in this game, and well, I can't even call it like the X-Man or something, part of the gaming community, dog. I can't They talk about video games, but they do that shit for money shit.
And, I mean, does it matter that the Actman is talking about games for money? Like, that doesn't make his opinion on games any less valid. Like, how the fuck does the fact that he makes money from it make him not part of the gaming community or whatever the fuck? Like, I'm pretty sure anybody, if given the choice to talk about games for money, would do it. In fact, I know King Thrash would probably do it, because at this point, he kind of just does it for free.
I'm just saying that a lot of people review Tech USA. You know, like, these motherfuckers, I don't think they actually game like that, but they talk about games, and since their channel is big, they're believable.
What is the issue here? Like, what exactly is the issue with those guys being big channels and talking about video games? Like, that doesn't make them any less authentic than anybody else talking about video games. I mean, I'm starting to think that maybe King Thrash is jealous of them.
When it comes to Elden Ring, for example, right? These calls hell over Elden Ring. This Review Tech USA said that this is his first Souls game and he loves it.
Yeah, and that's his opinion, bro. Like, why do you care so much that he enjoyed Elden Ring? Like, oh no, he praised a game that wasn't a Sony game. Oh no, better call the Wambulance then. Like, genuinely, what is wrong with him liking Elden Ring?
A lot of these only like Elden Ring because they don't want to like Horizon.
What? Who the fuck was talking about Horizon here? How the genuine shit does everything become about fucking PlayStation and Xbox for these guys? Like, Elden Ring is a good game. Yeah, it's because of fucking PlayStation and Xbox. It's because all the Xbox fanboys don't want to like fucking PlayStation games or some shit.
And they don't like Horizon because it's a PlayStation thing, and PlayStation just doesn't make their channel money.
Or, hear me out, maybe they just don't have a PlayStation, or the game just didn't appeal to them, hence why they haven't played it. Like, why does them liking Elden Ring and, you know, not talking about Horizon have to be some big conspiracy by Xbox fanboys against the almighty PlayStation? Like, honestly starting to sound like Harmon Smith here.
The fact of the matter is, Xbox is winning when it comes to making money. That's what the real win. And I don't mean making money for the console from Microsoft. I mean making money for these journalists and these motherfucking, what do you call these people? Influencers.
Yeah, but there's probably also a lot of PlayStation channels too. In fact, there are, bro. In fact, even one of the channels you mentioned before, which you're trying to pass off as being an Xbox influencer, being Review Tech USA, isn't an Xbox influencer. The dude talks about pretty much all gaming news. Like, he's not exclusive to Xbox.
A lot of these Xbox fans ain't playing video games, dog.
I mean, dude, if you're recording 5-hour podcasts like this, I doubt you're playing very many video games either.
It's become an argument for them to where they need somebody to agree with them to make that their argument is true, so they start believing the argument that they made up in the fucking first place.
Kinda sounds like PlayStation fanboys to me. I don't know, bro.
There's not a single Souls who would respectively call themselves somebody who plays Souls games would sit there and say that this is the best Elden Ring ever created.
I mean, it's the only Elden Ring ever created.
It's more lucrative to talk and say that Elden Ring is good than it is bad. I mean, look at the whole Quantum Dreams or some bullshit name. He said that he didn't like Elden Ring.
Yeah, Quantum TV, he also tried to use the copyright system to silence criticism, said a bunch of homophobic and transphobic shit on Twitter, as well as spreading COVID misinformation, and additionally told the entire fanbase of Elden Ring to go kill themselves, so, you know, I don't think he's really the best example to be using here.
You know what I'm saying? I'm noticing this. That's why Xbox is winning, because they have convinced people like, look, you can make money on your channel with us.
Yes, Phil Spencer came to every single YouTuber personally and said to them, hey, if you want to make money, just make Xbox YouTube videos. I mean, seems legit. In fact, guys, I'm sorry if this disappoints any of you, but that's actually why I started making the Pony Salt videos. It's because Phil Spencer came to my house and we had a lovely chat. Honestly, nice guy.
Because our fans are more into watching YouTube than they are playing games.
People in glass houses, King Thrash?
And they are more into fighting for us than they are playing what we deliver.
People in very, very, very clear glass houses. I mean, seriously, the irony here is just unbelievable. Like, I mean, at this point, King Thrash is basically describing himself.
Because I see it. There's this fucking, like, cult who just want to battle PlayStation.
Man, how tragic. I mean, it's almost like this certain cult of PlayStation fanboys that I know about that just want to battle Xbox and PC. Wonder who I could be referring to here. I mean, it's seriously a good thing that majority of PlayStation gamers aren't like these motherfuckers.
They said, oh, Demon Souls is whack because it's a remake.
Because it's a remake that they're charging you $70 for. Not just because it's a remake.
And then Spider-Man was a DLC.
I mean, that's kinda true, bro. I mean, everybody I know who's played Spider-Man Miles Morales has said that the game is like 8 hours long. Which, to clarify here, he is talking about Miles Morales here, not Spider-Man 2018.
I think Returnal came out after that. And Returnal came out, oh, this is a small-ass game, it's an indie game, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't deserve anything, it's not good, it's whatever, yada yada yada.
I think most of the complaints related to Returnal were that it was buggy as shit. For some people it barely even ran, and they couldn't even get a fucking refund for it. Which was mostly a complaint about Sony's shitty-ass refund policy.
Motherfucking Horizon come out, oh, this shit glitchy as fuck. But Elden Ring fantastic, even though that's glitchy as fuck.
I mean, the only real complaints with Elden Ring being glitchy were from the PC version. Which even then a lot of people have told me that they didn't experience. Or they did experience it and then changed a few settings and it was fine.
Now, Gran Turismo come out, oh my god, it got microtransactions in its sports game. Yes, sports games always had fucked up microtransactions.
You know, I think just saying that Gran Turismo had fucked up microtransactions really undersells it, since it was basically a pay-to-win system, where there were singular cars in the game that cost more than the actual game. Like, that's more than just fucked up microtransactions. That's like fucking EA levels of bad.
Didn't Forza Horizon just come out with motherfucking, all this bullshit as well?
Yeah, stop me if I'm wrong, but I don't think any of the microtransactions in Forza Horizon 5 were as utterly bullshit as the microtransactions in Gran Turismo 7.
Didn't Halo come out with this bullshit as well?
Yes, and people complained about it when it was in Halo as well.
Y'all voted Halo in as the Gamer's Choice Award for that motherfucker.
Oh wow, the man is still salty about Halo Infinite winning Gamer's Choice Award last year. I mean, seriously, dude, I honestly couldn't imagine being salty about something video game related for that goddamn long.
Motherfuckers are talking about trials and calling them demos, even though a demo is a fucking trial. And they're saying that, oh, Sony's placing this trial in a service behind a wall, behind a paywall, and you gotta pay $120 a year to just do trials.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to pay for trials. Like on PC, you can basically trial games on Steam virtually for free, since you can just refund games if you've played them for under 2 hours. You don't need to pay a subscription service to do it.
When in reality, the Xbox Live itself is $120 or more, $120 I think, a year for that motherfucking service, and they have a paywall behind all of their shit. They don't even have a program like PlayStation Premium.
Why the fuck would you need a trial system on Game Pass? Okay, that would be a downgrade, since on Game Pass you literally get the entire game that you pay for.
Every single step. They tried to pretend that Elden Ring was an Xbox exclusive.
I'm sorry, what? Who the genuine shit tried to pretend that Elden Ring was an Xbox exclusive? Like, I'm pretty sure nobody's doing that.
For some reason, we want to pretend that Elden Ring is better than what the fuck it is. Elden Ring is not the best game made in 2022.
Well, obviously it can't be the best game made in 2022 yet. I mean, the year's not over, but as far as things go, kinda is shaping up to be the best game of 2022.
But they only want to argue it because they want to say it's better than Horizon.
Quite frankly, I don't think anyone cares about Horizon anymore.
Graphically, right? Let's just go through it. Graphics. Horizon. Does anybody has an argument on that?
I mean, no, Horizon has better graphics, but, you know, I'm pretty sure Elden Ring probably has better everything else. Like, I'm pretty sure there's more to games than graphics, which seems to be something that PlayStation fanboys don't seem to realize.
Technically, I'm talking frame rates and resolutions and fucking glitches and pop-in. Who winning that?
Wait, so now performance and technical issues matter? I mean, bro, where was that energy when it came to games like Returnal?
Traversing the world. They both have horses, right? Aloy can get different types of motherfucking machines to ride, where you have this Billy Goat horse.
A horse that can double jump? Oh my god! A fucking horse that can double jump? Who the fuck cares, bro? Like, sure, it's cool, but it's not like somebody give them Game of the Year. It's that impressive that they have a horse that can double jump.
But not only does she have that, she can actually climb.
What? Horizon has climbing? Checkmate, Elden Tards. Can you climb in Elden Ring? No, you can't. You just get to dry hump the side of the mountain. Get on my level, you unenlightened masses.
She has a motherfucking grappling hook.
Hold on, King Thrash. I thought grappling hooks were a bad thing. I mean, they were in Halo Infinite. Please don't tell me somebody's changing the narrative again for the 300th time.
Is Elden Ring better just based on your subjective opinion?
I mean, is Horizon better just based off of your own subjective opinion? Because all of the arguments that you've made are subjective. Like, I'm sure there are plenty of people that would argue the opposite.
Elden Ring, what are you rating? What is your rating system based on?
I mean, in the end, a rating system just comes down to how much the reviewer in the end ends up enjoying the game.
Not only just better than Horizon, but better than 99% of the games that came out just period in the past 2 generations.
I mean, Elden Ring was probably rated very highly, mainly due to the fact that it was very different to most of the AAA games that have come out the past generation, in that it's a lot more difficult and that it doesn't hold your hand throughout the entire game. I mean, mainly going off the fact here that most of the people I've talked to have described Elden Ring as being like a breath of fresh air.
PlayStation isn't giving these niggas the love that they expect now.
I mean, with these PlayStation fanboys, half of what I think is that their parents aren't giving them the love that they desire. Like, I mean, do these sound like people that have loving parents?
Microsoft has been kissing ass and licking boots and giving out Xboxes and inviting people places and...
Literally every company does that, where they give free games and consoles to reviewers. Mainly so that reviewers will review them. Like, it ain't something that exclusively Xbox does.
You know, they are making friends with all of these different influencers. That, what's that one nerd who lied about it being hotter? And this over here pretending that he a tech guy and shit just because he got money?
You mean Austin Evans, the guy who got doxxed and harassed by PlayStation fanboys for literally just saying that the new PS5 model was slightly hotter, even though he also stated that it actually makes no difference. Like, the dude's a tech reviewer, not an Xbox fanboy. I'm pretty sure most of his videos are about phones anyway. Anyway, I'm kinda done with this video. It's getting long enough and it's pretty late, so that's the end of today's video. If you did enjoy, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. Follow me on Twitter, @JordanCSNo. Subscribe to the second channel, JordanCS2, for more videos. Link to all of those will be in the description. Please don't send any hate over to King Thrash, it's really unneeded. But that's all for today. So until the next video, piss off.